An independent autopsy on Clayton Lockett, who died in a botched execution on April 29th, shows those performing the lethal injection failed to set a properly functioning intravenous line in his groin. Here with some more is Graham Lee Brewer, who joins me now from the Oklahoman's newsroom. And Graham, what's new on this story?
Really, essentially, this is an independent autopsy that's performed by Clayton Lockett's defense team. So it should be noted that the state's investigation is not complete and they have not released any findings on their own autopsy. And it should also be noted that this autopsy is incomplete as well. Clayton Lockett's heart and larynx are still in Dallas County.
And why is that?
We're not necessarily sure. I would assume that there's further testing being done in his heart. He did die of a heart attack according to the Department of Corrections. So at this point, the doctor that was brought in from California, Dr. Joseph Cohen, hasn't been able to complete his autopsy, but they are releasing these preliminary results. And essentially they're placing a little bit more blame, I think, on the execution team and the improper placement of his IV. Lockett was given a single vein in his IV and a vein in his femoral vein in his groin. Typically, inmates are given one in each arm. That's if the one in the left arm fails, then you have plan B, which is the right arm. Well, that wasn't the case with Mr. Lockett. We were initially told his vein failed or exploded. I think that this preliminary report kind of disputes that a little bit. He also refused food, visitation, and meals prior to the execution, so there was concerns that maybe he was dehydrated to the point where
they couldn't find a vein to properly insert.
But this autopsy also refutes that point too. So really, even though it feels like we have more answers, I feel like I have more questions. So until the state releases their findings and their investigation, we still have a lot of unanswered questions.
Graham Lee Brewer right there, and again, some background. The 38-year-old Lockett, he was convicted of shooting Stephanie Neiman. She was 19 and watched as two accomplices buried her alive back in 1999. More on this story as it develops from Graham Lee Brewer and the Oklahoman. Every day in the Oklahoman, or at least updates in the Oklahoman and online at newsok.com.